Hi. So this is a pretty urgent video because there might be news any second now. I am recording this on the 18th of February, and on the 27th there is going to be most likely a Pokemon Direct, since that day is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, and there's probably gonna be some news as to, what games we're gonna get this year. So I wanted to make this Pokemon 2021 predictions video, where I'm just gonna kind of go over everything that I've seen people talk about and give my opinions on what I think is most likely going to happen. This is gonna be kind of a mix of what I want to see and what I think is realistic. So yeah, obviously this video is not scripted, so this is going to be kind of scuffed and shitty, but who cares. So let's start with the main big game. And actually, let's start with no main big game, because I've seen some people saying that there is going to be no game this year, no like main series game. I don't really see that happening, because I mean, why would they choose to skip out on their 25th anniversary? And like last year we only got DLC, so I really don't see why they would do this. Yeah, that's about all I'm gonna say about that. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a game this year. I'm like 99% sure, right? And in terms of what game it's actually gonna be, I think most people would say Diamond and Pearl Remix, and I agree with that. I think it just makes the most sense. It's also the 15th anniversary of those games. It just kinda adds up, And yeah, I'd be pretty happy to see that. It's not like I'm not like crazy about it. I wouldn't like be insanely mad if they didn't do that. I know some people will be if they don't do that, but I don't really care too deeply. I just kind of want a new game. And if it's Diamond and Pearl Remakes, then yeah, I'm gonna be happy with that. In other stuff, I guess Dynamax. There's been a lot of talk about whether or not that's gonna be included. I think it's going to be. Like, judging from previous gens, mainly just Gen 6 with Mega Evolution, I think it makes sense for them to include it there. I really like Dynamax, but I know some people don't. I don't think it needs to be like if you look at like ORAS, Mega Evolution wasn't like a huge part of the story. Well, kind of was in the Delta episode, but in the base story it wasn't really like a huge part of it. It just kind of was there. And I think it's gonna be similar with Dynamax here, where the gym leaders are gonna have Dynamax Pokemon, there's gonna be like a wild area or whatever, and that's about it. It's not gonna be like a big deal in the story, maybe in the after game, I don't know. But I think Dynamax is going to be in the games. I mean, I could see them not including it as well, but I feel like they, spent a lot of time here, marketing and kind of making up the Dynamax concept. It would be weird for them to just not use it anymore, because I assume once Gen 8 is over, I don't think we're gonna see Dynamax for a long time. So I think if they want to use it more, this is the time to do it. And that's about all I have to say with the Diamond and Pearl Remix. I think it's the most likely option. Yeah. The other thing that I've seen people say, not really anymore, but back when the previous Pokemon Direct happened, which was like over half a year ago, the one where they announced New Snap. In that Direct, I saw a lot of people talking about Let's Go Johto or Let's Go Espeon and Umbreon. I don't think those are very good names. Let's Go Gen 2, whatever, right? I don't really think that's gonna happen. I think it would be weird for them to, kind of like... I mean, I guess they haven't really hyped up a game for this year, but it's been kind of like, everyone's kind of expecting something big. And if they just drop like Let's Go Johto, I think a lot of people would be disappointed. And I mean, I guess you could say that that's like, because they built up this expectation, not, Game Freak's fault, but it would be kind of odd for them to, like the big game of their 25th anniversary is like just another fucking remake. And also, of course, another thing is like, I think Masuda in 2018 said that they have no plans to make any more Let's Go games, so I mean that's another thing. I think overall it would be weird for them to make Let's Go like a series, because they already have like a remake series going on with, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. It wouldn't really make sense for them to make another one, at least not yet. So all in all, Let's Go Johto, I wouldn't be like mad if they did that. I'd be pretty happy with it. I'd definitely play it. but I don't think it's very likely, and I would prefer Diamond and Pearl remakes. So yeah. Next is Gen 9. I really don't see this happening. I don't see why they would immediately just go to Gen 9. I don't think there's ever been a gen that's just kind of like one game and that's it. I mean, I guess we had the DLC, but still, I think it would be odd if they went to Gen 9 already. Yeah, there really isn't too much else to say here. I just don't see it happening. That's all. And lastly, we have just the option of more DLC for Sword and Shield. Back in the previous Direct, I kind of expected this to happen. Like, that was my prediction for the last Direct, and I ended up being wrong. And I think the thing here is, I could see it happening otherwise, but I think if they wanted to do this, they would have announced it earlier. I think it would be weird for them to wait this long to announce it. Outside of that, I think this could be possible, since it's really easy for them to make. People, I at least enjoyed the DLCs, and yeah, overall it would make sense otherwise, but I just don't see them like building up to it and waiting for, like, you know, the anniversary to announce more DLC, you know? I think they would have announced it in the last Direct if they wanted to do this. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And that's all I have for the main games. If there's anything that I missed, anything that you think might happen, then comment down below. I mean, there's only like 9 days till the Direct, so all in all, I think Diamond and Pearl remakes are the most likely scenario, and it's also the one that I would like to see happen. And in other stuff, since they're most likely gonna announce, you know, other stuff as well, not just the main game, I think they are going to add Gen 1, 2, and maybe 3 into the eShop. Since the 3DS already has Gen 1 and 2, I think it's kind of odd that the Switch doesn't, and considering that, you know, they released those games back in 2016 for the anniversary, I think they're gonna do the same this time as well. So yeah, that's my big brain prediction. I don't really have any other evidence for it. I just kind of feel like it would make sense for them to release the games. Like, does it... is there any, like, real work that needs to be done to put those games in there, in the eShop? Because, I mean, there's already, like, homebrew and stuff. You can already run emulators on the Switch to play those games, so it really shouldn't be any work. They can probably literally just press a fucking button and it goes on the eShop. So yeah, if they're gonna do it, I assume they're gonna do it now. And since they already had, you know, Gen 1 and 2 on the 3DS, I think they're gonna add 3 as well here. Gen 4 becomes a lot more difficult because of the dual screens, but Gen 3 only has one screen, so I could see them doing that as well. And lastly, I have this idea. I think they're gonna do like a small spin-off. You know, they already have Pokemon New Snap, so I think there's gonna be something else as well. Either like a mobile game, or maybe like a remaster of like some old side game. I've seen some people talk about a Colosseum remake or remaster. I don't know, I guess I could see it happening, but I feel like Colosseum and XD are such weird games. Like they are just really odd. So I don't know if they would really want to remaster those. But I mean, I'd be down for it. I think it would be cool. And in other stuff, I guess I could see like Stadium being remade or like remastered and just put that on the eShop. Either way, I assume that there's gonna be something small like that as well. So yeah, my overall predictions are Diamond and Pearl remakes, Gen 1, 2, and maybe 3 in the eShop, and then one small spin-off game, either like a mobile game or like a remaster of old spin-off or some small mystery dungeon stuff or something. That's my full prediction. In probably like a week, I don't know when this video is gonna come out, hopefully pretty soon. Yeah, then we'll know how fucking wrong I was. Probably very wrong. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this, I guess. This was like a really, like, impressively bad, even for me, because, like, I had absolutely, like, I just got this idea, like, yesterday, and I was like, oh shit, I need to record this fast, because there might be, like tomorrow they might drop some news, or some leaks might appear or something, so all in all, it's like, I have to get this video out fast, so if you thought this was shit, that's why. And yeah, I don't have anything else. See you someday, maybe. Bye.